Immigration is something both sides, those of which that are for a lax immigration policy and those who are against it, are very passionate about. Few of the statistics that I have read, one from the Canadian broadcast company, the CBC, would help the quality of immigrants if we were looking to do immigration reform. The quality of people that are entering the United States because they are then granted certain benefits, it would be reciprocal. Now, the Canadians have a merit based system, and how this works is you obtain points based on your skill set. For example, if you're a high skilled labor worker, maybe an engineer or an IT worker, you get points. You get more points. If you learn how to speak the language, either English or French, you get more points. And the more points that you get, the more likely you are to be granted citizenship. The United States is looking at a merit based system for the immigration reform, and that would help because you don't want the lower skilled workers just entering because there's not a whole lot that they can bring to benefit the company. Low skilled labor is a drain on financial resources. So, the Federation for American Immigration Reform, or FAIR, has been around for 40 years. And they had done some studies based on some figures that illegal immigration, cost is another thing on why we need to be careful on who we're letting into the United States. So I'm going to read off a statistic here to you, and it's in 2017, the total cost for illegal immigration for the United States at the federal, state, and local level was approximately $16 billion. So the number that the actual number that was there was 134.9 billion, yes, with a B, $1 billion that the U.S. taxpayer, you and I, paid for illegal immigration. Now that's offset by the number that you would think that in taxes that were paid, because we hear often that these illegal immigrants, they pay taxes. Well, yes, they do. $19 billion. So that's a deficit of $116 billion. So think of all of the things that we could do as a nation if we didn't have 116 or 134.9 billion dollars if we fix the immigration system. You could do so many things. I mean, money doesn't come out of nowhere. We could fix the infrastructure. We could make college more affordable for those that are here legally. At the same time, you have to worry about safety. There have been a lot of high-profile crimes committed by illegal immigrants. There was the shooting of the police officer in California. There was the woman in San Francisco who was shot accidentally by an illegal immigrant that was killed. We have enough things that our law enforcement has to deal with the U.S. citizens. That and you add, immigration control. You add all these other things that money could be spent, resources that could be spent. Safety is a huge issue. You don't know who's coming in. These people haven't been screened. They're not in the system. The whole debate for taxes, I know I'm backtracking a little bit, but the whole debate for taxes as well, is a lot of illegal immigrants, they work under the table, so they don't pay taxes, and they reap the benefits of the system. The emergency room system, the healthcare, there's a lot of cost that is associated with people that don't contribute. And when they do contribute, it's a very small amount. So the case for having a limited merit point-based system is threefold. Resources, money, there's only so much of it to go around. Safety, you want to ensure that your safety, those of who you love and the people around you is taken care of. And if we do look at that, we want to ensure, if we look at creating a merit-based point system, we can get high-skilled laborers in the United States, people that can contribute rather than low skilled workers that don't really contribute to America as a whole. So it's if you value your safety, if you value taxpayer money, the money that you pay in, look at immigration reform. Look at who we're letting in, and think very carefully on how many people you want to let in because there's only a finite amount of resources. Thank you.